want to talk about the setups that I took last week. Last week I took um nine setups in total, eight full take profits and one break even. Um, Starting from the 7th of April 2025 to 11th of April 2025. That's the week. So I will get right and start explaining how I took the setup one after the other and how you can also implement it in your trading wheels and your trading patterns. So the first setup you can see that on the higher time frame, let's go to the 2 hours time frame. You can see on sevens on seven on starting from on fourth to on seventh where I start taking the trades. The market is still bullish. The market is still pretty much bullish on the higher time frame. But if you head down to the lower time frame, 30 minutes, you can see what the market is doing. You can see we get a sweep over here. After this sweep happen in the market, that is when I start looking for myself because this is the sweep and this is also the last high, and we got the market structure shifts over here. Let me head to the 15 minutes time frame to show that clearly. You can see this is our sweep here. This is the sweep over here, and we have our market structure shift over here. Market shifted structure here. Market structure shift, and we have the first valid pullback, which is the inducement over here. This is the inducement. So and then when the market tested this level, that's on Monday, when I woke up and opened my charts and see the market is already moving. I don't just go ahead and just jump into the trade blindly. I wait and see how the market is reacting around this level, and that's when I head to the 5 minutes time frame to see what the market is doing more clear, and that is where I take my positions from. So on the 5 minutes time frame, as you can see, we have a trend line over here. We have a trend line liquidity that the market needs to break out of. You can see the market already test this, so this supply over here, and the market is already moving. So I do not have a chance to get in over here because I'm not up yesterday. So I wait for the market to break out of this trend line. I was so patient. I did not rush it, and I did not chase the market. I wait for the market to come to me and do what I'm expecting it to do. So this is the trend line liquidity over here. I wait for the market to break out of this trend line liquidity, and then I wait for retest. You see, when I'm waiting for this retest, I did not wait to see maybe the market create a liquidity zone, but I know for sure that the market is just going to break out, retest the trend line, which is over here where the consolidation happened on the lower time frame, and then the market will drop. So I entered here, and as you can see, the market played out. The trade played out as expected, and this is a 1:6.9 RR setup. And with my take profit, I picked my take profits from the last strong low on the lower time frame, which is this low over here, and that's why I placed my trade on my take profit over here. And I know the market is still heading to the breakout block over here, so I took the second entry here. The same thing again. I wait for trend line breakout on the 3 minutes time frame. On the 3 minutes time frame, I wait for trend line breakouts and retest. Yeah, as you can see, on the 3 minutes time frame, we have another trend line over here. Markets coming from here, 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 break structure to the upside, and then breakout, retest the supply zone, and then head to the breakout block. And as you can see, immediately the market gets to that point, the market drops back to the breaker block, clearing the liquidity that is on this side, and then the market started buying. And when on I think on seventh I took another setup. On 7th of April 2025, I took another setup again. This setup too, I got this setup around 3 a.m. That's very very early in the morning. That's 3 a.m. setup, midnight. During the Asian section, I did not really do much at all. When I get up there at midnight and I just check the charts, I see the market is already reacting from these zones that is here, from one of these supplies that is here. The market is already picking with this one of these supplies that is here to react to the downside, respecting this trend line. As you can see, we have a trend line here, respecting this trend line. Immediately the market gets to this point, the market respected the trend line, and the market start shifting structure to the downside. Immediately I see, okay, the market is already moving in my favor. I picked the entry. I think I took the trade on the 5 minutes time frame. I just picked my entry. I did not really do much at all on this setup. It was midnight. I was even sleepy that night, so I just picked the setup. Place my stop loss above this zone looking like a double top over here. This is my stop loss above it, and I wake up in the morning and boom, market already dropped to my take profits. And then on ninth again, I took another setup. I took three setups that day actually. On ninth, I took three setups. And the first setup, I wait for on lower time frame reaction. If Whenever some market is doing something like this, market that is moving. Sorry, now market is doing something like this, breaking structure to the upside like this, breaking structure like this, and then for a moment the market does something like this, then shifted structure to the downside. That's your first confirmation that this market is no longer bullish. This that happened here, the market's giving us an incomplete pullback, like but close to the supply zone that is at the last high. That's our first confirmation that we are going to get a reversal from the market. So immediately that happens, I picked my entry. I wait for the reaction on the lower time frame, which is the market structure shift again. Immediately the market shifted structure over here. Immediately the market shifted structure over here. I get in. Immediately the market shifted structure over here. I get in. My stop loss on above the breaker block on the lower time frame. If you get to this on 3 minutes time frame, you will see it more clearly. You can see my stop loss is above, even if the market is coming back to test the breaker block, because this is the inducement here. I entered at the inducement and put my stop loss above the breaker block because I want to be on sit that day. I just wait for the market to just play out, and the market dropped straight to my take profits. That's one thing about GBP AUD. GBP AUD is not a liquidity market. GBP AUD will respect some zones you don't expect it to respect at all, and it's a move in your favor. So I've been trading GBP AUD for over 2 years now, and trust me when I say I understand this pair, I understand it fully. And that doesn't make I don't take loss on it. I take losses on it too. So, and on this particular setup, it's just like a retest kind of setup and a continuation kind of setup. Let me head to the 5 minutes time frame back. I think I took the trade on the 5 minutes time frame. Yeah, I took the trade on the 5 minutes time frame. As you can see, we have inducement over here. I was waiting for the market to come back into this zone, but immediately the market gets to this inducement, take it out a little bit, and I see the market is giving us a wedge, a down wedge pattern formation, something like this. Market is doing something like this. When you see the market is doing something like this around your entry point and you are looking for lower time frame confirmation, just wait for the market to break out of the trend line, then pick your entry somewhere like this, have your stop loss above the level of the consolidation or the wedge that gave you the trend line, and then shifted your stay and take profit to the next low or next high. So on this particular setup, immediately market gets to the point that I'm expecting the market to reverse from, and the market started doing the wedge pattern formation. Let's set it for 3 minutes time frame to see it more clearly. My network is a bit slow.